I want to be teaching you how I draw Huggy Wuggy. Then that can help a little bit later on. I'll show you how I draw the smiling critters and all that. And probably draw the other AUs, but yeah, I'm gonna teach you how to draw Huggy Wuggy. So first, we want to start with the circle basic, and when you're doing that, use like a little T on the head so it can show where your character is like posing, where their head's going to look at. Then you draw a little body. That's how you do it. Jen, you can first do this, or just do this. I feel like doing this way helps it better and never forget the little things on there. The legs, you just make a little like oval. The same thing with the others. Just do a little oval. Then you draw a little line down where you want to. Do the same thing on the other arm. Then you draw another little circle. Then a type of brown square on the both of them. Then you draw the full complete arm. Like that. You can add a tail or not add a tail. I like adding tails to Huggy Wuggy for I don't know what reason. Then you draw a little circle on where his neck is. Then you can draw a square. I usually don't draw the square. I usually draw like a little bow shape, or it usually goes like this. I feel like this one should be the best way to do it because it kind of fits more of his style. But yeah, you do that. Then another thing I like doing, oh, I forgot this here. Another thing I like doing is, you draw the little things. You can basically do what you like to do on these, but I like doing like little furry parts. Like going like up, side, up, side, up, side, up, side, and up, side. Like that. It's going there. And then we draw big circles. Then you can make a little circle or a bigger circle inside of it. I usually go with the big circles. Then you draw his little eyebrow like that. Even though he doesn't really have much of an eyebrow, but that's how I do it. Because it's 2D cartoon. Do another little big circle. It's going out good. Then you draw a mouth like this. So you like almost make it where I could say it's like a sundae banana, but not completely like a sundae banana. Or like how a hot dog looks. And just draw the little one inside. Like that. Or you can add little pimples inside to make it look more like he can actually see. And draw little color effects on it. And don't forget the little hand print thingies he has. And add little effects to it. Then we grab the layer. We lighten it up a bit. Grab a new layer and trace all of that like this. Oh. And kind of put up the pen a bit. It's depending what pen you're using or what app you're using to do it. Then you trace all the lines you're doing. And you can add some effects to it. Then it can look a little bit more like the Huggy Wuggy you want it to look like. So you can add super like furry effect. Not like the animal thing furry, but like actual fur. And erase some mistakes you do. So So like these parts, when you draw over the other line, you erase the line you did right there, then it can look a little bit more like cleaner. I don't know what that means, but yeah. Then you do that. Usually I would start with the head, but I don't know why I'm starting with the body. Then you draw the hand, the little thing. You don't need to have the little thing if you want, but personally that's what I do. It can make it like his huggy wuggy, like what he looks like. And you're supposed to usually zoom it in, and it helps like see what you're doing. You can add hair or not. I usually do to make him look like what I do usually. If you don't want to add hair, then don't, and just do what you're usually doing. Yeah, I'll teach you how to do the other huggy wuggy, like how I do my AU huggy, but I don't think we're doing that right now. I'm gonna try to teach you how to draw the others. Like Kissy. Kissy should almost be like Huggies, basically. So, if you're trying to want to do a new style of Kissy, I can do that in another video. Today, I'm basically doing it quick. And I know how I hate the recording thing of how it makes my voice sound different, so that's the thing you're gonna get confused with. That's what happens all the time. There. That's what it looks like. Don't forget if you see any effects you're missing, look around first. If you see something like it's not looking good or something like that, or not like that, but something missing, look around, because that's what happens to me every time when I miss something. Then you can just delete that line. And basically, when I guess you start art, like on an app, like Scratchbook, that's where I used to start it. Basically, I would do one line of doing everything, but later on, you're supposed to be doing two, but that's when you start your drawings. So, with this one, you grab another layer, you put it under the line, and then you can add the colors in, because that can help you easier instead of doing with the same line, or layer. Like, it can be quicker. Usually, you can grab a photo here. Then you can find your colors that you're using, because basically that's what you should do when you're doing your drawings. You should grab out your basic of what your character looks like, and you can add the colors in already. And I usually like using the bucket, because then it always helps you do it quicker than just coloring it in fully. If you see there's missing spots, then color them in, because that happens all the time. Where I miss a spot because I can't see it, and then drawing comes out a little bit wonky. Well, not wonky, because it's hard to see it, but I feel like you should just color it in. And zoom in closely to the drawings, because it's hard to grab the colors, like, randomly. I guess the thing what I do with my AU Huggies bow ties add two colors, because sometimes the mod entertainment community usually do it light blue, but sometimes they put yellow, and that's getting the confusing part. But I think it's just usually light blue. And I think we're almost done with the Huggy Wuggy. You can add shadings and all that. There's a lot of shadings you can use. Oh, see that? There's a lot of missing parts. But there's a lot of shadings you can use when you're coloring your Huggy Wuggies. So there's purple shadings, there is blue shadings, and there's just normal shadings you're picking with your colors. I usually like doing purple shadings like this. So you pick your purple, you put it on the line you want to. Basically, you can't just do it whatever, because I guess that kind of doesn't fit with the drawing. There's a lot of mistakes I do in this, but Then you try to put on a specific space you want to give it more effects. Back then I used to just do it randomly and it didn't really fit. So you want to put it specifically of where you want to put it. Then it can have more effect to it. And it doesn't look like it's just a wonky little photo you made. That's a lot of things. Sometimes people bully people about, like, oh, your drawing looks weird and stuff, but you're just taking your time. And you're barely learning how to do it, so it's more you learn from other people, the more you understand how to actually do it. That's the thing I told my cousin. You're just barely learning, you're gonna understand how to do it later on. Then when you learn how to finally do it, you'll see it's just taking your time. Because you can't rush into it. It's not gonna help it at all. You need to do it slowly. And then you go back on the layer. And you can line it up a bit. And it changes the color a bit. You can have highlightings and all that. I don't put it a lot. Well, I do. But you can do it like that. Or this. Like this. And that's for today. The Huggy Wuggy, how to draw Huggy Wuggy video. I don't really know what else to say, but I hope it helps. How to draw Huggy Wuggy in my style. But hope you enjoyed the video.